Ah, you're home. Hello. Well, it's always good to see you. Always. It doesn't matter if it's been 3 seconds because I closed my eyes, or 3 hours, or 3 days because you were away on a business trip again. Yes, I know it's part of your job. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm not. I only mean that I miss you. Always, every single time you go, I miss you. And I'm always happy to see you return. Greet you at the door with as many kisses as I can possibly manage, and give you the biggest, tightest hug that I possibly can. Yes, I know you want to put your things down. You just got in from work. I understand, but I want to hug you. I want to kiss you. There's plenty of time for that. You can go ahead and do it now if you like. Many things. Many things. In fact, I have a surprise. I have been putting together something, and I think you'll appreciate it. I have planned a date night for the two of us. Well, no. I do realize, I'm very aware, that going out there among regular, normal people is risky and ill-advised at the best of times, and outright dangerous at the worst. No, I thought we could have a little stay inside date night. I thought that if I had some food prepared, I had some ideas that we could decide what sounded the best and what did not. We could just spend our evening together enjoying each other's company. Besides, I've moved from very far away to be here, and you have done nothing but be the most incredible, amazing, supportive, and wonderful person I could have possibly ever dreamed of. I mean, really, how many people do you know who would be willing to take in someone as unique as me, and not only spend time with them and like them and love them, but be willing to go through all of the, frankly, bullshit your boss puts you through, just to be able to earn enough to support the both of us so I don't have to go out around those normal, regular people. I know. And this is one of the reasons I appreciate it so very much. No. No, you say that, and I hear you, and I understand what you mean, but I'm not going to agree and I'm not going to do it. I will always appreciate everything you do. That's why I have decided that tonight is all about you. Whatever you want, whatever you need, you say the word. Because, darling, I want you to be as happy as I am. I want you to feel as appreciated as I do. I want that for you, and I will do everything I can to make that happen. I already have dinner prepared, and it should be finished in a couple more minutes, I think. Yes, just a few more. And I have some movies set aside. DVDs, yes, but also a couple I've found on Amazon I thought might be interesting, and we can go through them. You can pick what you like. Or, that new game came out. What new? The one you've been talking about nonstop. Come on, I pay attention. I listen. I care. You wanted something, and I made it happen. Ah, well, between you and me, with a bit of a surprise for you. I can't go out and get a normal everyday job, but I have been secretly working behind your back, just editing audios for people. It's really simple work. They don't have to see me. They don't have to know that I'm different. And Oh, no, it pays very well. You just have to prove you know what you're doing, and you can learn what you're doing watching YouTube. It's not that difficult. Really, it's very easy to get a freelance job these days. I, I don't know if it was always this simple, but anyway, that's besides the point. I have been earning my own income and saving it up in the background quietly and secretly and not telling you so that I could do something to repay you for everything you have done. So, I bought 2 copies of that new game. The new game you kept telling me you wanted, but you didn't feel comfortable purchasing because financially it just was not a good decision. Well, too bad. You don't have to buy it, I already did. Oh, I didn't realize it was single player, so we can't play together then. Now I feel a little bit silly. All of this hype and excitement over. You're right. No, you're right. We maybe can't play them together and interact with each other in the game, but we can play them next to each other and enjoy the game experience together anyway. You see, this is why I love you. Well, it's one of the reasons, at least. It's not the only one. There are many reasons why I love you. But in this case, at least, the reason I am thinking of is because when I have trouble seeing the bright side of things, you're always there to help point them out. Well, I'm just happy to repay the favor. You have done so much for me. You make sure I have food, and I realize my dietary needs are a little unique and, well, expensive, yes. And I know it is because of that financial burden that you have willingly taken up and never once complained about, mind you. Don't think I haven't noticed that. But this decision that you have made to do all of these things to help me, I want to pay you back. Speaking of paying you back, it sounds like the food is ready. Why don't you sit down? I have a whole list here I have already prepared. Think of it as a menu. The food's already ready, but the entertainment is not. Pick whatever you like off of this list, and just let me know as soon as I'm back with your food. Be just a moment. Here you are. Homemade lasagna. Yes, I know. And it's a wonderful dish. Honestly, one of my favorites. Well, when I can stomach it. Not often I can handle such things, but my sense of smell is very, very powerful. And I can tell this will taste delicious, even if I'm not going to have any. Don't want to upset my stomach. Not again. Oh, not again. And you were so kind and so helpful in cleaning it all up. But I'd rather not make a mess again. It was not exactly fun coming back up. But for you, I know because I can smell it. It will taste wonderful. I also have this garlic bread here. Mm-hmm. Smells good. Smells very good. Oh, and I mean, you already see, but I just want to talk about everything I've done for a minute. The salad has homemade dressing. Made it myself. I found a recipe online. In fact, it came recommended to me for someone I've been editing for a couple of months now. Oh no, I've been doing this a lot longer than I think you realize. This has been in the works for a while. I wanted to repay you. You were so amazing and so incredible for my birthday 5 months ago. I decided then and there I would repay you if it was the last thing I ever did. And hopefully it won't be. Hopefully we'll have many, 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 many good nights together. But still, it's a figure of speech. I wanted to repay you. And we'll consider this a down payment in repaying you. Because you've done so much. So much. And don't think for one moment that I don't understand how much you've done. And don't you dare tell me it's not that bad, it's not that much. It's because you're humble and kind and lovely and the most amazing person I've ever met. But also, you're downplaying it. You're downplaying how much work you do because you don't want me to feel bad. And I don't. No, not anymore. Not anymore because now I repay you. And then we can just keep repaying each other and one-upping each other with wonderful gifts and tokens of affection and signs and ways of showing our love for each other. The way a relationship should be. And I'm very, very happy to do that with you. Among the other things we do. You know what I mean. But enough about the bedroom. For now, why don't we focus on the movie? You may notice there's a particular theme in all of them. Did you pick one out? Or do you need a few more minutes to look over the menu? Perfect. Then why don't we go ahead and get that started? The sooner we get the movie started, the sooner it'll be over and we can move on to the main event in the bedroom. Oh, I plan to do unspeakable things to you. Or at least things that should not be spoken of in polite company. But baby, darling, building the anticipation is all part of the fun. It's really good to enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Hello, Comet. Star here. And thank you for listening to this video, audio, vadio kind of thing. Inspiration for this one is a little bit cheaty, a little bit meta. I was thinking back to some of my earlier videos, and one that I did very well, was a very muscular lamia. And she was just really, really excited to have her man back home. And he'd had a bad day at work, and she wanted to make it better. So they played some Mario Kart, and, well, other things transpired. So the inspiration for this audio is that audio. Similar in theme and concept, but still, done improv. So it's not like I'm reading the exact same script or anything like that. It's just roughly based on the same concept. Hopefully you thought it was good. I had fun recording it. It's always fun to use a different accent, and I think it helps break up the monotony of recording for me a little bit. As I've found, if I'm struggling to think of what to do, well, I just stop talking like me and start talking like someone else, and it tends to help. It makes the things flow better. I do want to start integrating other accents as well. I know I do, the typical American accent where I generally talk. And then there's the British accent, and is one I learned from my mother. She was born in London. I was born in England before I moved to the US. So that one's very natural for me as well. And then, of course, there is the Mama Bear, the Russian accent. Maybe it's not Russian, maybe a little more different part of the region. But still is very Slavic, very Eastern European sounding. And they're fun. They're a lot of fun. And then one I've only done a couple of times is a Southern accent. Now, kind of feel like it's cultural appropriation a little bit, being my best friend Xena. And it feels like I'm stealing from her almost. Funny enough, is really not all that different from the Russian or British accent I usually do. Is a little different, but not that much. But then, there's other accents I've played with in the past and never recorded with. And it's mainly just that I'm not confident in them. You know what? Why don't we do it this way? Why don't I invite you all, wonderful YouTube comments, to give me some feedback? Is it better to always sound like the same person, the same accent, or is it better to mix and match? I know when I'm kind of struggling to come up with an idea to record, if I sit down and just start talking with a different accent, things just kind of flow differently. I'm not entirely sure why, but I do know that I've noticed that as a thing. And if you guys like hearing the different accents, let me know. And if you don't like hearing the different accents, let me know. And if you want to hear me try new accents that I have not done recorded before, let me know. Because there are some I have practiced occasionally that I just kind of keep secret because, for example, I tried to record a quote debut of one here in this outro tonight, right now as I'm recording. And I kept slipping into one of the other accents. It wasn't staying what I wanted it to be. So it needs practice. It needs work. But, I mean, why not? I like doing accents. They're fun. So much fun. Anyway, I'm getting a little off track. So, I'm going to end this one here and say... Oh, wait. No, I'm not going to end it yet. I lied to you. Because I wanted to also let you know that there is an extended version on Patreon. You can go check that out. And with that said, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for any comments you leave at all. YouTube loves them all. Whether you're telling me, stop it with the accents, you crazy person, or please keep up the accents, you crazy person. I don't care. Either one, either way, I'm good. I just want to know what you think. So, let me know. And goodbye for now. Mwah.